Hey folks, and welcome to this video demonstration of my Casio W-734. This is the 2AVEF model, which I think means it's got the blue case and strap and a positive display. So it's a sports watch from Casio with some clever chronograph functions. It's got this lap memory 60, which means it can remember 60 recordings that you've done from the chronograph. I'll explain that in a bit. And it's also got a sort of metronome type feature, so it's got this pacer beeping function. And as well as that, it's got the normal, there's the chronograph, there's some of the special chronograph functions. It's got a countdown timer, 5 alarms, an hourly chime of course, and a dual time zone. And the good thing I like about this is whichever mode it's in, it always shows the main time in this bottom bit here, which is a feature I do like. So it's the main time mode with the date at the bottom and the year at the top. And then you've got the chronograph mode here. And it says here at the top F55, that means it's got 55 spaces free in its memory. And this little zero up here, that's the hours. So you've got minutes, seconds and hundreds of seconds. And then it's showing, it's in stopwatch mode, and that's the main time is actually 9:40. And stopwatch works pretty much like a standard one, in that you press start and stop, and if it's running and you press the split button, it gives you a split time, and then you see it's doing a second split, so number 2 split, just let it run a bit, and then number 3 split, and then you stop it and hold that button to reset it, and you can see it's used up some of the memory slots there when it's done that. So when you're using the chronograph, or before you use it for running, which I think the main thing it's designed for, you need to set some parameters in it. So in the chronograph mode, with the zeros shown there, you hold the adjust button, and this is the pace. So it's going to beep 120 times a minute, and you can adjust that up and down like that. I think up to about 200 and down to what's it go down to? Oops, let's go the wrong other way. Oh, you have to keep pressing it, don't you? Also, it's from 100 by the look of it to 200, so it's got to be somewhere in between 100 and 200. So you can't use it for everything. You couldn't use it for playing the piano unless you're playing it very fast. So yeah, that's one of the things you set is the pace. So that's how fast it's going to beep. Then you can have the sound either on or off. By default, it'll be off, so you need to press that button to turn it on. So it's beeping at 120 beats per minute. And then this is your stride length, so this is why I think it's a runner's watch. You set your stride length and it will therefore work out how far you've run as well. Although it assumes you're already running when you at full stride length when you start the chronograph. So having set all of those, when you start the watch, the chronograph I mean, so it's doing the beeps. So if you're running along, you can pace yourself. So let's reset that. So then, when you go into your recording mode, you can see the various different recordings you've made. So this is the first one I've made, and it's showing 1 split time, and it's the best time of 2 seconds. And then total distance, that's your stride length times multiplied by the amount of time you've been running in kilometres. So I've got a stride length of 100 centimetres or 1 metre, and I've been obviously running for obviously 200 metres, that is 0.2 of a kilometre. But that's just purely based on what it thinks you've done. It's not based on any real measurement. So if I go into 4, I had several different ones there. Oops. How do you do this? The best was 9 seconds. Oh, so yeah, it just records 1. Oh no, it does record more than 1. Showing you the different split times there for that recording number 3. Obviously I only recorded one thing for number 4. And then if you want to delete any of these, which you probably do, you press and hold these two buttons here. And the clear will flash, and when it beeps, that means that's cleared it. So let's just clear all these down. And you can clear your total distance run as well. So let's set that back to 0. So those are the unusual functions of this watch. The pace counter and the fact it records your lap times, so you can look at previous runs that you've done. Now the countdown time is pretty standard fare. You can only set it to the minute, you can't set it to the second. So you've got 5 alarms there, plus an hourly chime, and you've got dual time mode, which you adjust just by using these up and down buttons in 30-minute increments. So I've set mine to British summertime, which is now behind where we are at the moment. And then finally, you can tell you're back in main time mode because the year appears at the top. And of course, it's got the big friendly light button on the front. You see the light? Yep, an LED light there. So that's it. The Casio W-734. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Cheerio.